In Boomtown tonight, in the foothills of southeast Ohio, a community is now facing a crisis. The city of Logan, just 50 miles from Columbus, is sounding the alarm. The anticipated closure of one of its largest employers is costing more than 200 people their jobs, as the city budget is already stretched thin.
And as tourists pass through that area, headed for the caves, trails, and cabins, many feel their city has been overlooked. Tonight, 10 TV's Bryn Caswell explains the plea for help and the fight to be included in Central Ohio's boom.
Tucked in between the trees and rolling high grounds of Hocking Hills sits the city of Logan. It's a quaint town right off US 33, home to just over 7,000 people. But there's a problem. Rumbling of factories and semis traveling along Front Street is silencing. A reflection of the intensifying industry drought the city says it's facing.
Here we are losing a factory. So that's huge. For a city the size of Logan, a big loss.
Starting December 1st, Tops LLC, a paper product manufacturer formerly known as Smead, will begin shutting down all operations. Mayor Greg Fraunfelter says the closure will be catastrophic.
We had people that had been there 28 years. That made me mad because all of a sudden these people are turned out and they have no job. And jobs here in Hocking County right now are not plentiful. So this hurts.
The first blow to Logan was the closure of the Goodyear plant in the 90s. Fraunfelter believes the city never fully recovered from the loss of 400 jobs. The former Goodyear building has remained partially vacant for the last 30 years, despite some occasional distributors renting the building.
That was devastating too. My mom worked there. She put in 32 something like years, and she retired right before they went out.
Esther has lived in Logan her whole life. She retired from Smead 3 years ago after 44 years. And just like her mother retiring from Goodyear in time, Esther avoided Tops's layoffs.
Everybody was totally shocked. Yeah, because we never seen that coming. A lot of those people are young, and I'm sure they will all find jobs around the surrounding area, but they might have to travel a little bit.
And that's the central concern. City leaders say when Tops closes, the impact won't just be jobs lost inside the building, but the paychecks that will leave with them. Logan relies heavily on income tax revenue, and if workers are forced to find jobs outside the city, that money goes with them. Fraunfelter says they've run the numbers. Without new industry moving in, some city jobs and public services will likely be cut by 2026.
Losing this, we have to cut back on the amount of money for the street department, the water and sewer street crew, the money for the water treatment plant, the money for the wastewater treatment plant, the cemetery and parks crew.
As the parking lot at the former Goodyear site sits silent, just a few weeks, the building next door, Tops, will go quiet too. Another employer, gone. And city leaders hoping, praying that someone, some business will see what they see, a community ready to work.
10,000 people drive past Logan up 33 to go to jobs and drive back the same day or at the end of the week. So we have that many people bypassing. And if the city of Logan, which is very close to Columbus, if we can get something here, we may not have many people bypassing, especially if they're good jobs.
Out to Tops for a comment, but we are still waiting to hear back. And when I was speaking with the mayor, he told me he sees a lot of parallels between the city of Logan and Chillicothe, especially with the paper mill closing and then that glove manufacturer moving in there and saving the day. He really hopes the city of Logan can have that same opportunity.
Well, let's hope so. You know what I mean? You need people to have jobs. You need people coming to your city. So, all right. Well, thank you, Bryn Caswell, reporting for us here. And, you know, if you want to learn more about the impacts of Central Ohio's growth, tune in Friday night at 9 and join 10 TV's Angela Ann for our latest episode of This Week in Boomtown. It streams for free on 10 TV Plus. Just download 10 TV Plus on your smart TV and watch for free.